Hey everybody, sPidA here, the Fight Card Podcast, coming to you from San Antonio, Texas, of course. Once again, with Peter Morales of Tap or Scrap. My man, how are you, brother?
And I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on again.
No, likewise, man. And I gotta say, man, because a lot has been going on in the past day or two. When it comes to your promotion, your last event, for example, I mean, we had talked about what was coming up. You had invited me out there, and of course, I didn't make it out. For the same reason, I want to say, man, because after that, well, let me backtrack a little bit. Before that fight, I mean, the pressure, the excitement. I mean, how was everything leading up to that fight, man, in July?
Uh, the last fight was pretty stressful on me. The event. I mean, it was an awesome event. I mean, it got so much media coverage from all over. It was probably the biggest media coverage I've had at an event.
Yeah.
But man, it was a bunch of shit that led up to that event to where it kind of started going on a downward spiral for me.
Right.
To, to where it kind of just lead up to my little hiatus. But it was good though. But other than that, but yeah, I had a bunch of shit that was going on leading up to it.
No, for sure, man. And of course, I mean, one of the things with promotions, I mean, I personally don't know because I've never ran one or I've never opened one or started one, but I've seen you guys work. I mean, just from having to get the fighters situated, make sure the weights on point, checking with the coaches, and that's just that part. I mean, you still have to deal
Yeah.
with PDLR, you still have to deal with the building, the equipment. I mean, everything else to make sure everything runs as smooth as possible, right? Come fight night.
Oh, correct. Most definitely. Most definitely.
And man, and of course, I mean, during that fight, I mean, the fighters, I mean, of course, everybody was happy. We had some winners, we had some people that lost, of course, but it is an amateur mixed martial arts promotion. Or it was a amateur card, should I say, on that night. But I mean, for you as a promoter, man, what was one of the best things that you enjoyed about that night?
All the fights, I think that night everything ran smooth at the event. I mean, everything just fell into place. There was not one bad fight. I didn't have one favorite. They were all great. The sportsmanship after each fight. I did have to kick out one guy or two guys, idiots. But other than that, I mean that whole night, you know, it was great. Like it was an awesome event. I think that was by far the best event I put on, and just all the attention that it got as well too.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was like leading into after that show. I had every intention to start working on the next one because I was good, but then at the same time I had a lot of stuff going on, and that's what it lead to me waking up, and I was like, I'm done. Just had so much shit going on in my life and having all the wrong people in my corner.
Right.
I had too many people saying, don't talk to that person, don't talk to this person. Why are you working with that person? I don't like that person. And so all that kind of just took a toll on me. And then dealing with my personal issues, I thought I was about to snap.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. You know, I was, I felt bad because, my girlfriend told me the other day that I left a footprint in a bunch of fighters' lives.
Yeah.
And, uh, I think coming back is the only right thing because I don't want to be known as, hey, I just left, you know, without actually leaving a good footprint. Like when Tapper Scrap is over with, I want my footprint like stapled. Say, I help these kids out because my main priority is helping the fighters. I don't
Right.
give a fuck what anybody says. You know, I am for the fighters, and all the coaches and fighters know that because I go above and beyond. Like I'm real big on my customer service, hospitality. I help. I give all the coaches rooms. Not most promoters do that. I give them all their 2-night stays, fighters, coaches, and I do everything in my will to make their come here to my area,
Yeah.
comfortable for them.
No, for sure, man. I mean, I was able to attend a few events. The last one I wasn't able to go to, man. And the fact that you took a hiatus, I mean, I guess we were both on that same ship because I had to leave for a while too, man. I mean, I've been covering the sport for years, bro, and people that know me and I've been able to talk to and just freaking meet throughout this whole MMA craziness, man. It's been great, but yeah, man. Sometimes it's good to get away. I kind of burned out myself, man, and I just needed to take a little break, man. Unfortunately, it happened like right before your event, man, because I really did want to go out there, man. It's just it didn't happen, but I want to thank you first and foremost, dude, because you actually opened that door for myself and other media outlets to go out there, do a little bit of commentary, of course, which was pretty awesome, man. Thank you for that. But man, I mean, I think it was in July when they started posting that you had called it quits, man, that you were done.
Yeah,
And
I think I woke up that next morning and it was just I didn't care. I got to that point to where I felt like I was all over the place. Like I said, I had all the wrong people in my ear, and I disconnected from the world.
Yeah.
Changed my number, deleted all social media outlets, and I literally been living like my best life these past 2 months, just working on myself, working on my health, taking care of what needs to be taken care of, and not being on social media, not listening to everybody's shit. I was like, my phone was going crazy. It was what's going on, what happened. I heard all types of conspiracies. I went bankrupt. I was in prison.
Damn.
Bro, you name it. I was there. So, and if some people close to me had my number and they were telling me, I was like, it is what it is. I was like, I don't need to go online and and defend myself.
Yeah.
The true people know that I wasn't in prison. I wasn't involved with the cartels. I wasn't, I just needed to get the fuck away.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. And of course, I mean, people talk, with myself, man. When I talk to fighters, I always talk about their physical and their mental, because of course, as a fighter, they got to go in there 100, close to 100% as possible. But
Mm-hmm.
the same thing with yourself, man, or everybody. We got to have our mental health, on point, because, I mean, it's what gets us, through the, to that depressive mode, or it gets us
Yeah.
happy or angry, and I can only imagine what you were going through, man, because it's not just the promotion itself, but then, like you mentioned, even trying to take care of home, family,
Yeah.
and making sure everybody was great. So of course that's a top priority for sure, man. So I personally wouldn't hold anything against that, because it happens. There's times where I can't go somewhere or do something because my kids were, when they were younger, they were sick, and I just
Yeah.
I just couldn't go, man. So it does happen, bro. But I mean, as far as, I mean, you said you enjoyed the last 2 months in prison, right? Was it, you were in prison, right? You were having the best time of your life out there
Hey,
working out, and
yeah, wherever I was, but I was eating good.
there
Uh,
you go, man.
but nah, man, I did a bunch of soul searching, praying, and like you said, taking care of my health, um, and just having a strong core of people that love me,
Yeah,
like around me, and um, that man, that was great, because like I said, now my mind is clear, my health is good or getting better. Uh, I'm envisioning things again. Like I had that spark. Like I honestly didn't have no intentions of coming back. I literally just logged into Facebook because I like sharing the videos of my son's football highlights.
right.
I like creating those reels just to have. And then all of a sudden, got that call out. Then that led to Jason going to Daniel. Then that led to just like this little buzz, and then
Yeah,
people reaching out to me, which meant a lot. Just having coaches and fighters get in my inbox, say, "Hey, are you back?" Or come back. So that right there meant a lot to me, and I was like, man, I was like, started thinking about it, and then everything just started happening organically.
right.
So am I back? Fuck yeah, I'm back.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to hear, man.
So I'm
No, but
coming
it's
back.
great.
I'm coming back bigger, better, uh, I'm gonna fuck shit up. Put it that way.
No, heck yeah. And when are you envisioning this next event, man? I mean, are you gonna take a few more months off and then go 100%, or when can we see the promotion back and going?
Yeah, so I got some pretty exciting things in the works right now. So I'm looking in January, in the
Right.
January. So I'm just waiting to see what dates are available. Um, got some pretty big breaking news here as well too.
Let's hear it.
So I partner up with me and my boy Moo and Tom from Combat Sports
Oh
Coverage and
man,
Moo from MG Promotions. We're gonna be all working together. We're
nice.
gonna all be business partners. We're gonna put on probably the first ever submission hunter and MMA event on the same day.
Oh, nice, man. Damn.
I mean, we're paying for the fucking venue, so we're gonna use that venue the whole damn day. So we're gonna get our money's worth. But yeah, Tapper Scrap, MG Promotions, and Combat Sports Coverage. We're
Nice.
united. We're uniting as one, and
Oh, that's
with our vision, our grind, uh, we got some big plans. And I mean, like I said, we're not in competition with nobody. You know, this ain't a competition for us. You know, we're gonna focus on our vision and what we have planned together. We're not worried about anybody else. You know, I already seen people throwing out little jabs, but you know, I'm not. That don't phase me. Uh,
nice.
that we have a vision together. Us three together gonna do some amazing things, and then you know, it's nice to have two other people on the same team with like-minded that are like-minded like me. So we're all about the grind and all about moving forward and seeing what we can do in the future.
No, man, well, that's actually pretty damn exciting, man. Because for one thing, I mean, Mo, of course, he's been pushing his event the last few months. He's been
Mm-hmm.
out there and combative sports coverage, of course. You already got the media aspect on your side, so you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as the audience, I mean, it's already tripled, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
You mentioned the last fight. You did get a lot of coverage because of the combative sports. They were out there and live streaming. So I mean, I can only imagine, man, because I mean, for the fighters, the fight fans, I mean, it's gonna be like an all day expo, so to speak. I mean, of course, are you guys gonna do the grappling first and then leading up to the MMA?
Yeah, we're gonna do the grappling early in the morning. We're gonna try to do like 70 to 80 matches.
Damn.
Uh, like I said, we still got to sit down and talk. And we got to go next week to go look at the venue.
Right.
I'm not gonna tell nobody where we're going, but it's gonna we won't be in Victoria. I can tell you that. But yeah, that's what our plan is. Do the first half. We'll do the submission hunter, do all that with a good grand prize, and then get that done before 4 o'clock. Clear out the venue and get everything ready for the MMA event that following night.
Right.
So, and then, like I said, with us three together and the way we grind, I mean, I know we're gonna pull it off. And
that's hella exciting, bro. Because of course, I mean, one of the things, I mean, obviously, when a lot of people come up to me and they want to talk about, especially building a fight gear shirt or a fight gear company, they always ask me, hey, what do you think? What's your best advice? And I always tell them, don't do it, man, because it's if you're in it for the money, if you're in it, it's a no go. Of course, I mean, you guys have put in work, you guys have put in time, and so the quotation, whatever comes, as far as I mean, what you guys are going to set up. I mean, I can only imagine the payback when it comes to the audience, the participation, the response. It's going to be huge, man. So I'm excited. I mean, hell, dude, that's going to be like I end up going to that one. I might end up taking a sleeping bag, man. I can take a nap.
yeah, like I said, our goal is it's to make it a 2-day event, or not a 2-day, but 2-in-1, and man, you're gonna get the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
That day. And I mean, we all combat coverage. Tom has a huge following in what he does. Tapper Scrap and MG Promotions. Even though MG's new, but Moo's making splash way. He has the same vibe that I do, that I like to bring to the show. You know, I want you to feel like you're in the club for the 3-4 hours having a good time.
Yeah.
And so that's what I like about him. But no, I'm pretty excited about that day. You know, so no one better go do that shit. I'm gonna be pissed. But you heard it here first, because I haven't seen anybody else do that.
No, you know what though, man. But that's a good point though, because I had interviewed him before for his second or first event, I believe. But he did come from the nightlife, portion of
Yeah,
entertainment, so he does have that experience, man. So that makes sense, bro. I mean, that's actually pretty,
yeah.
because
He's a promoter at heart. Like I said, he
oh
brings
yeah,
down big bands, and so he knows what's up. And like I said, we've been talking for since I first met him. You know, he came to my very first show. The very first Type of Scrap show I did. That's where I met him. He came up to me, shook my hand, gave me one of his shirts, introduced himself, and I mean, we've been kind of linked up ever since then. And you know, we talked about doing this before as well too, but you know, I think right now is the perfect time. Like, you know, I took those 2 months off, got my, you know, I'm clear, I'm good. I got two people behind me that are like take a lot of the load off of what I need to do, and you know, we're gonna come in January full steam, and we're I have a good feeling about this.
no, I mean, man, and one of the things, of course, man, because you mentioned, I mean, you met him at your first event, man. So one of the things that your vibe, dude. Since I've met you, you've never been one for competition. You've always been in your own lane, and I love that because a lot of promotions come up and they're like, oh man, I want to be like the UFC or I want to be like, and I'm like, bro, right there and then you're already failing because you're trying to
Yeah,
prove yourself with somebody that's already been, you know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense. But the fact that you're like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm gonna keep going and not look back, man. I mean, that makes perfect sense. You've never had anything bad to say about anybody. I mean, all these promotions that are coming up, and there's a few, and the RGV to say the least, R&E promotion,
yeah,
you're coming back, and I mean, as a fight fan, as a media guy, I love it because that's more coverage. But I mean, you're cool with that, man. I mean, that's nothing.
yeah. Like I said, I'm not worried about anybody. Like, you know, me worrying about whoever's coming up in the valley, or I just saw that, you know, Jacob's
Yeah,
coming up
yes,
with his Rise Fight Championship.
yeah,
I mean, I wish them the best of luck. Like, it's the more promotions out there, it gives fighters more opportunity to fight year round, because all these fighters, you know, they need more platforms to go fight on. And you know, so I'm game for it. I want to see fighters fight for other promotions. You know, when Texas Clash will need a fighter, they'd reach out to me and say, hey, do you have so and so and so? I'm gonna, yeah, I got you, I'll send you someone. Eric Garcia would
yeah,
reach out to me, hey, do you got a 55er? I'll send them to Fury. You
yeah.
know, I'm all about the growth of the MMA community, the
Right.
fighters. I don't throw no jabs. I'm not gonna say, hey, coming bigger, better. No, you know, it's to me it's lame. It's lame. You know, you got to prove yourself. You know,
Oh
before you
yeah,
start talking. You know, and I've done that. I put on events. You
yeah,
know, I put on 6 fucking badass events in a year, and that's a lot.
yeah, bro.
And
Yeah.
and and I think for what I did in a year, uh, I mean, Tapper Strap blew up.
Yeah, you
And
see, and one of the things, of course, man. I mean, I'm sure you all admit to this too, man. Because every event you learn, you're learning
yeah,
yourself. You're learning, hey, I want to do this better. I want to do this different. I want to do, add something else. So I mean, you're still learning yourself, man. But the fact, yeah, I was gonna mention, dude, you did so many promotions in 1 year, bro. I mean, that's kind of unheard of, man. That's crazy.
no, I'm shit. You know, no, Eric is crazy. Eric does like
Oh
10
yeah,
shows
dude.
a month.
Yeah. That guy, I can't even quote on that guy, man, because what he does, bro. I'm like, you know what, dude?
Yeah, like what he does is phenomenal. Like, and I look up to Eric a lot. You know, I've reached out to him many times with just answers, and you know, or questions, and you know, for him to be at his level, you know.
Oh, I think I lost him. Hold on. There you go. You back?
Now, so for what he's done in the MMA world
Yeah.
in Texas, And for him just to take the time to reach out and respond to me is, I mean, that speaks volumes of his character. And, you know, I'm very grateful for him as well, too, because he's, you know, he's gave me some great advice. And I didn't use all of it, which I should have. But coming in forward, you know, I kind of just all the blood sucking, all the people that are around me, it's strictly business from here on out.
So now it's a clean slate. I mean, like you say, you're back. You know, you guys are going to be combining forces, man, joining forces. And as far as date, man, I don't think you mentioned. I mean, are you guys looking at a certain date to come back?
Yeah, it's gonna be in January. Like I said, I sent in an email today to the state to see what they had available,
Nice.
and then we can go from there. Because I mean, this card ain't gonna take me but 3 days to put together.
Okay.
I already got matchups in my head that I mean, it's gonna be a badass card.
Bro, and of course, I'm gonna put this up there because, of course, this is the last belt that was out there, man, the TOS championship belt. Can we see a championship bout when you guys come back?
Of course, that's what I'm looking forward to. Like I said, I already messaged Patrick. I said, get you guys ready. I messaged Ray, messaged Jacob. Got a few more other guys that we're about to reach out to. I mean, this event's gonna be badass. I mean, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm like, I haven't been this excited since my first show.
Nice, bro. That's good to hear, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm glad you're doing better, bro. Of course, man. Like I said, I mean, I took a dive myself, and I just kind of had to get away and just, you know, let everything dust off. You know, since the last time we spoke, I mean, I'm no longer inside the HOJ Academy. You know, I think Jacob, first and foremost, the guy opened the doors, and you know, I just felt like I didn't need the space, man. I mean, you know, I'm sure he's using it for storage. You know, I don't know what's going on in that room now, but I mean, I'm just grateful, man. The guy was a stand-up dude. Is a stand-up guy, and you know, I mean, the fact that he allowed me to be there the first few months, or maybe a year, I think, actually, bro. And it's just, I wish I would have done a lot more with it, man. But towards the end, like I was already, you know, I had already hit a wall, and I was just kind of trying to see if I can keep going, man. But I needed to break myself. You know, I'm back. I mean, it's going to be doing what I'm doing, man. I mean, going to these events and getting as much coverage as possible. But I'm excited, bro. I mean, now that I know, and you mentioned, you know, you guys are, it's going to be 3 events getting together and setting a new lane, man, and just freaking going, you know, full throttle, and we can only expect it because, of course, you're going to have grappling, you're going to have you know, combative sports. When it comes to combative sports, let me ask you, bro, are you guys going to be just MMA, or are you still looking at incorporating?
Nah, right now we haven't really sat down and talked about all that, but right now we're gonna focus on jiu-jitsu tournaments and MMA. Like I said, we still want to give these guys a platform to, you know, get to the next level, you know, help them build their record, you know, get that experience, and then send them to Fury. Because my end goal, like I said, I am for the fighters. Like I've always been for the fighters. I want to get them to where they're going to have the opportunity to go on the contender series at Fury, get into the Dana White contender series. Because, you know, if I have that outlet for these fighters, I mean, that's it's awesome. Like, you know, be able to say, hey, Eric, I got this guy. He's really good. You know, could you give him an opportunity? And then go from there. I mean, I wouldn't be doing these guys any justice if that wasn't my end goal. Because my end goal is to get these guys to the next level. You know, you know, it's not about, you know, anything else, to be honest. You know, if you can't do that for the fighters, then what am I doing? You know, I want to leave my footprint, you know, for these guys. Say, hey, we started here, and then go from there.
Nice, bro. Well, you see, I mean, like you said, you had already mentioned a lot of the coaches. So for the fighters that are watching this, for the people that are watching, if they want to talk to you, I mean, would you prefer they let their coaches know when they talk to them, or how do you guys work that out?
No, I like going through the coaches. I get fighters that reach out to me all the time. Hey, put me on the card. Have your coach call me. Have your coach message me. Because one thing about me, and I know all the coaches will vouch for it, is I'm very transparent. Yeah. You know, if someone's not far away from weight, or someone's hurt, I get on the phone, start looking for a replacement. But I call the other coach and let them know. Say, hey, this guy might fall off, but I'll find you someone right now. Yeah. So I just don't ever do, hey, I got your replacement. So I try to be as transparent as possible with everybody. But yeah, it's pretty much have all the coaches pretty ready know how it work.
Nice, bro. And I gotta ask, bro. I mean, so I mean, because of course you guys are still talking. Is the promotion still going to be the same as far as name?
We're gonna do like a cross promotion, so we're gonna advertise all three together. You
Okay.
know, so it'll be fun series number 1 or something. You know, it'll have all our logos on there because I mean we all worked very hard for our logos, our brand. So I'm sure we'll come up with something, but yeah, we're gonna find a way to keep it all together, and because you know it's combat sports coverage means a lot to Tom.
Yeah.
MG means a lot to Moo, and you know Tapper Scrap means it means everything to me. You know.
Nice, man. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna throw it out there, but you guys can name it Texas Fighting, and then you put the logos on it, man, and we'll be good, bro. No, man, but that's exciting, man. Of course, man, because of course, like you said, this is y'all's baby. I mean, everybody has their own promotion. They've been putting a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into these, and the fact that you guys are gonna work together and do like a super MMA event, man, that's hell of exciting. I mean, you're gonna have grappling, you're gonna have MMA title bouts come January. So for those that have been already kind of wanting to fight, I mean, have you contacted certain people? Can you say, or are you? Is that still in the works?
No, I haven't really like only people I've talked to were coaches.
Right.
You just let them know, hey, get you guys ready. We're coming back, and I've gotten nothing but positive feedback. Like I said, Corpus and San Antonio, man, they've always been so good to me. They've always been good. The Tapper Scrap, they've been good to MG. They've been good to combat sports coverage. You know, so. You know, I do want to apologize here personally to everyone for just getting up and going the way I did. You know, like I said, I had my own personal reasons I needed to take care of as well too, because I would not have been able to get right and put on that next show without taking the little time I needed for myself. But you know, I do apologize. I do, you know, thank y'all for still supporting me. It means a lot. And I said I'm back. Like I'm back for good.
Nice, man. Well, I'm glad to hear, man. I mean, I mean, I know the last time we had talked, you had mentioned as far as your son. You know, he was going to the college that he was getting ready for.
No, he's a senior in high school. Like I said, I literally logged in on Facebook the other day or yesterday, just to post his reels. Like I just like to post. Hold up, my phone. I just like posting his little highlight videos and just you know start putting clips together for him. And
people saw you, man.
Yeah, people saw me, and then my thing blew up, and then I started getting call outs and people. Then people were like, "Man, are you coming back? Come back!" And I was like, "Man," I just wanted to post a fucking video. But and like I said, I talked to Fabian and Manuel a lot. You know, I hold them very dear to my heart. Good friends of mine. Like when I went on my little 2 months hiatus, I spoke to them almost every other day.
Nice.
You know, I kept in contact with them. I talked to them, and hey, I want to wish them luck, man. They got a huge event Saturday. I'm like, this is like, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Like, I'm so happy for them, and Fabian, because you know Fabian's coming a long way, and putting Texas Clash together. Like, he's doing a fucking hell of it. You too, Manuel, but Fabian, what Fabian's doing, and Manuel. And being in Austin this Saturday, dude. Have you seen his fight card?
Yes, bro.
Dude, it is fucking insane.
A lot of bangers, a lot of people are going to be pouring their heart out. It's a great card, man. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I was hoping to get him before the fight, but probably too little, too late. If he's watching, I'll see if I can drag him out here for a quick interview. But yeah, if he's watching, it's gonna be in Austin, Texas, man. So definitely, you're close by, man. Swing by.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it there Saturday. Like I'm like I said, I'm genuinely happy for them. like what they're doing. And I know they're coming to Victoria in October 28th, so I'll be there. So I'm gonna go eat as much free food as I can because Manuel, he eats free at all my shows, and then he makes me pay for a fucking hot dog. So
Yeah.
he owes me a free hot dog.
And I was gonna say you said manual too, and I said, man, he's in the back making food, man. So of course, we gotta
Yeah.
thank the guy, bro. But yeah,
No.
man, that's awesome, man. And you know what? I love that about you guys, man. It's the fact that y'all are working together
Mm-hmm.
because it only makes sense, bro. I mean, there's no room for competition when it comes to trying to get the fighters what they need, and that's experience. That's the bottom line. Like you said, you want to give them that platform so they can go out there and perform and live and learn. I mean, like I said, some fighters will lose and some will win, and
Yeah.
they'll grow from that, man. But that's awesome, man. I'm excited for you guys.
No, I'm like excited, and like I said, and that's what people mess up when they come into this business.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to make it about them, make it about their promotion, and they're gonna want to say I'm better than so and so, and you're already falling in. If you're thinking that way, you're in it for the wrong reasons. Like I said, my main goal since day one was, hey, Tapper Scraps, we're here to take care of the fighters. It's take care of the coaches, take care of their family. And believe it or not, like I'm close to a lot of these fighters' parents. Like they reach out to me all the time, and and they like the fact that I take the time to talk to them.
Yeah.
And don't message me and in middle of the night and just asking questions. And I do my best to respond as quickly as possible. And again, that's part of my customer service and my hospitality. That and then when I see them out in the crowd, you don't ever see me sitting at my promoter's table. I'm out there thanking them for being at the show.
No, and I've seen that, man, firsthand, and myself too, man. I mean, there's a lot of fighters out there, and I'm real cool with their parents, probably because I'm about the same age that they are, but it's cool to have that because there's that that form of respect. I mean, they get to know you and they know, okay, well, this guy's not it's not full of BS and trying to put my kid in danger. Things do happen. It is mixed martial arts combats. I mean, one of the things I always say is like everybody go in healthy and come out the same, because win or lose, it's like you don't want to have to go to the hospital, go somewhere else afterwards, dude. So yeah, that's cool, man. And of course, and I gotta ask, bro, this last fight, there was a belt that you had made for a certain fight for the Texas baddest.
Yeah, I made it for Jacob Rodriguez and Isaiah Galvan or Jeremiah Galvan.
Yes, sir.
It was just Jacob's a big draw around here in Victoria, and I kind of had a feeling that was gonna be his last fight, and I wanted him to go out with a bang, and against Jeremiah. That's Jeremiah's. I don't care what people say about him. He got a mouth, but that boy comes to fight. I give him that. That boy comes to fight. He loves to fight. He just needs to tone it down a little bit. I've had many talks with him in the past saying, hey, it's not good for amateurs. It's, no one's going to want you to fight on the promotion, but no, I did. I made that belt up, and because I had an idea that was going to be the last time we saw Jacob fight, and I wanted him to go out with the bang, fighting for a title, and just out of respect, for him.
For sure, man. And of course, I mean, that fight might never happen, but can that belt still be up in the air come January, man?
Well, I think I'm gonna make that belt and just keep doing it as knockout of the night.
Oh, okay, nice. I like that.
Because that's what I did at the last event. I turned that belt into knockout of the night, and because I think fighters they love belts, and what's something like I would prefer a belt over a plaque,
Oh yeah.
So, and I mean that belt was pretty badass. It was nice, and the guy that won it, I forgot his name, from Unity.
Yeah.
Oh, whew, that was a brutal fucking knockout.
Bro, I saw the clips and man, yeah, I mean that was freaking insane. I mean, great job for the guy. He got not only did he get the win, but he got that belt to go with it, man. And that's actually pretty cool, man. I mean, that's one of the things I guess when Pride was around, way back in the day, they would give everybody trophies, and the fighters were like, man, we don't want trophies, we want belts, man. It makes sense,
Yeah, and so I think that's what I'm gonna start doing.
Sweet.
You just do it. That's South Texas baddest dude, and put aside knockout of the night, some type like that. So it's gonna make him want to knock somebody out.
Yeah.
But nah, that's what I ended up doing, and I mean, he was very deserving of it. That was brutal. But yeah, that was the backstory on that belt. Like I said, it was made for that fight.
Right.
Jacob's last hurrah. As much he didn't want to admit it, but I knew I had a feeling that was going to be it for him. So I just wanted to do something special. I know that sounds bad, but I'm not saying he was going to whoop Jeremiah. I just knew it was going to be a tough fight, and just knowing he was going to go out, I'll give him some type of a belt opportunity to win.
No, for sure, man. And of course, man, like you said, I mean, it's he's a fan favorite when it comes to Victoria, of course. So it just makes sense, for his fans, friends, and family to go by and support. But yeah, man. I mean, so for those watching, of course, if they want a belt on besides the championship belt, of course, they can try and win this, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's up for grab. Gotta
Nice,
knock a motherfucker out.
and is this gonna be every fight?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that for every fight.
Sweet, man. And of course, because I have posted this one on there, man. I mean, you went different with this one for the last bout. So can we expect something different come January?
Yeah, it'll be the same from here on out. I might tweak them here and there later on. But for right now, we're gonna stay with that one. Oh, yeah. So what I'm trying to that's too much information. But
we'll save it for the next one, man.
Yeah, no, we're gonna figure something out for the belt. I forgot about that, but yeah, we got to go to the drawing board on that one.
No, definitely, and of course, I'm sure you guys are going to be getting together, to go ahead and talk about all this. Like you mentioned earlier, man. I mean, more than likely it won't be in Victoria, but you are looking at either San Antonio or Corpus. Is it safe to say?
Correct. So, like I said, we next weekend, Moo and I, we have some appointments lined up. Go check out some venues in San Antonio and one in Corpus. So whatever makes sense for us and whatever available, we're gonna go. But it's gonna be in either Corpus or San Antonio. Like my goal is, I love Victoria. I love, it's my hometown. But man, we probably when we come back, probably be late next year or so, because I think between us three, we have a good brand name, and we've done touch the cities.
Yeah.
So, and I know Tapper Scraps, I don't want to say it's big, but it's known in San Antonio.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And so, we want to find it a home.
No, well, for sure, man. And I'm like I said, once again, man. I mean, Texas Fighting, the name is out there, man. If you guys want to use it, let me know. But yeah, man, I appreciate you, bro. I mean, like I said, I mean, I'm glad you're doing better. Everything's great. I mean, the best to you and your family, health wise. When it comes to the mental game, I mean, we all want to be as close to 100% as possible as well. So hopefully this next one, bro. This weekend you might be making it to the Texas Clash. You said.
I'm gonna try. I just got to figure a couple things out. But yeah, my goal was to head there Saturday. But if it don't look good right now, but I'll definitely be there to support watching it on Combat Sports coverage. And I'll definitely be there in their October show that they're having in Victoria. October, I think their show is October 28th that they're coming, and then I think they're gonna call it a year after that. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
But because I mean they've been on the grind too this year. I think he's done 4 shows this year.
Yeah.
So like I said, Fabian Emmanuel's been working, or Fabian's been working, but I love fucking with Emmanuel.
Oh yeah, dude, good dude, man. I mean, definitely a lot of respect to them, to yourself, to Move, to Combat Sports Grappling, of course, to everybody, man. Everybody that's out there doing this. I mean, it's not the easiest thing in the world, man. And like I said, I wouldn't want to do it, bro. So for the fact that you guys are doing it, I wish you all the best. And when that fight does come in January, man, I'm definitely looking forward to it. We'll find more or less when will we know where it's gonna happen, man? Like close towards the end of the year.
Nah, soon. Like I said, we're trying to lock all this shit down like now. So we're gonna go negotiate. talk to who we need to speak to, and go from there. And if if we like what we hear and we come to a good number and agreement, I mean, we're ready to pay for the venue right now. And as soon as we do that, then like I said, I haven't been able to request, because you only request like 45 days or 30 days out.
Right.
But I'm trying to see what's available in January. So when that window opens up, I already put in the date. And I mean, other than that, then it's rock and roll. That's
sweet, man. And you said you guys are going to be here in San Antonio next week to meet up?
Yeah, Saturday.
Okay, cool, man. Well, I mean, I'm sure it's going to be all business, bro, but definitely hit me up, man. I mean, if, able to meet up and meet you guys,
yeah,
I'll buy you tacos. The cheapest thing I can get, I'll get them for you guys. Well, I'll feed you on, but best of luck, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you for jumping on here, and for everybody that's been watching, and of course, will be watching this video. Topper Scrap is back, man. I mean, they're going to be, it's going to be a triple threat. Maybe there's a name right there, man. Triple threat. Think about that. And, it's going to be awesome, dude. I'm definitely excited for the new year to come, because of course, you guys are doing a great job, and I wish you all the best, man. But definitely, for sure, man, this new coming year, I'll be out there, man. As long as I'm invited, man, I'll be out there, bro. If not, I'll get a ticket.
No, hey, for sure, 100%, man. Like I said, I'm excited for this new opportunity. I'm excited and very grateful to have Moo and Tom my back, and like I said, most importantly, dude, I'm very grateful for everyone that stuck with me and believe in Tapper Scrap and believe in combat sports coverage and MG Promotions. Because I said our end goal is to get them to the next level, and we're gonna try to build them to one of the best amateur platforms here in Texas to go, to get them to what they need to get.
No, for sure, man. And of course, I'm sure the competitors, the fighters, the grapplers are going to be excited to hear about this, man, because one of the things before we end this is a lot of the grapplers, I mean, some of them want to try MMA. I mean, this is a great opportunity. They can kind of build themselves up through the grappling format and then jump on inside the cage and see, who knows, man, maybe they'll stick with it, or they just want to try it for one time. But nonetheless.
Hey, but that's not going to happen. If you're grappling, you're only grappling because I don't need you to get hurt and try to fight that night.
No, well, you see, and I was going to bring that up earlier, but I mean, when it comes to TDLR, I'm sure they won't allow it. I mean, if they compete that night, they can't fight, correct?
Well, see, there's not a sanctioning body for jiu-jitsu tournaments. So, but you got to think about it. They just cut weight the day before, and then they're going to do that and try to rest up. I mean, you gotta be a crazy son of a bitch to want to do that, but I wouldn't let that happen.
That, or get a quick submission, rest up, and then come back. But, other than that, bro, that's gonna be a little too much, man. But I don't know. These guys, I remember being young. This was like years ago, and having that Superman mentality where I could fall down and get back up. Now, I fall down, I take a nap, bro. That's all I can do, man.
Yeah, but nah, that's pretty much what our goal is, and not just that, we found a way to put exhibitions together without getting in trouble. So start doing stuff for, like the 16 and under, start getting the kids involved and getting them ready as well too. So, I mean, we got a lot of stuff in the works, but like I said, we're going to take it one step at a time, day by day, and, staying positive and, just keeping the white noise out,
Oh, yeah.
But we're back.
There you go, man. That's all I want you to hear, brother. But I mean, man, I appreciate you jumping on here. For everybody out there, of course, follow everybody. I mean, of course, the 3 promotions, when it comes to the pages, follow them on their social media outlets, support, keep showing up, and we'll jump on this one more time before everything's ready to go, man. And maybe I'll get all 3 of you guys on here. But nonetheless, Peter Morales, thank you, bro. Good to see you in great state, and we'll be talking soon, man.
All right, man. Hey, thanks for having me. See you soon.
Yes, sir. Everybody out there, of course, once again, this is sPidA, the Fight Card Podcast. Till next time, follow up.
Peace.